Hi everyone, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, chat managers, for your help. I appreciate it. Today is Wednesday. The week is going by very fast. Okay, you know, well, let me do my little spiel first. If anyone would like a reading from me either today or tomorrow, have an unconditional love tarot, please feel free to call me or text me on my YouTube number. And also, if you feel like if you can donate to the channel, it would be appreciated. Uh, you can use my Psychic Milu to donate at psychicmilu@aol.com to donate on PayPal, or I believe I have my Cash App ID below the video, but I'll post it again if anyone feel like donating to the channel. Do you guys remember I said there's communication between Judge Cannon in Florida, the judge that's in charge of the document case against Trump? Well, I don't know how many of you saw, there's an article about her. We discussed, I had in a stream I did, I don't remember when, that was months ago. We were talking about her attending certain conservative events. When they would hold workshops or get-togethers, dinners, and stuff. Well, it seems like she has adopted recently she's been to one of those things. You're supposed to report any contact you have with, or any of those things you've attended. She has not reported the last one she went to. Intuitively, I feel like saying there's more contacts, but I have to say what's official. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I have said on many occasions that I feel there are connections, there are people, even if they are not, well, no, this one I believe have direct link to Leonard Leo. I don't remember the name of the organization that she attended, but it's very easy to find out. Okay. The headline of the article, it reads, Judge Eileen Cannon failed to disclose a right-wing junket. So intuitively, I feel that specific one was done on purpose, and it's because she's being criticized and she doesn't want the public to know how much involvement she has, or how much communication she has with the right-wing groups that are trying to basically change democracy into autocracy or whatever else they want to do. And to whatever I feel that's why she is not reporting these things. And also other means of communication she has with these people, but that we may not find out unless someone was to subpoena her phone records, among other things. Then they would find out. But yesterday I spoke about Justice Robert. Was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? And before that, I spoke about a group of people, basically including the Heritage Foundation, who are doing their level best to destroy democracy. Intuitively I feel, please don't get paranoid, because this will pass. there are certain things I hesitate to talk about because I don't want anyone to get scared, but you have to know this organization that I feel links Roberts, some conservative judges, Canon, among other groups or think tanks and everything. They are all connected. I believe I mentioned it yesterday, but I read about this last night, because like I told you guys, I have a laptop and a tablet. Even in my bed, I have a computer there. So I was reading this article. This is more dangerous. This, whatever, we want to call it, an organization, loose organizations, whatever you want to call it, this thing is more dangerous to this country and to us too. Those of us who don't want to live under an administration similar, it would not be an administration, This is like the mob, just like Auburn is doing in Hungary. And, one more thing. Do you guys remember, I believe I said it yesterday, Trump right now is trying to get the same level of protection that Biden has. And remember, guys, these two things are connected. Trump wants everything that Biden has. I said that yesterday. Yesterday afternoon, while I was on Twitter, I forget his name. Jake Sherman. Yes, it's Jake Sherman, not Jack. Jake Sherman, I believe his name is. He posted something on X to the fact that the name of the congressman from somewhere, either Mississippi or something like that, the one who got shot in Virginia, somewhere, I forget his name. He had recently, he's recovering from blood cancer or something. I forget his name. I'm not going to make an effort to see it right written. The thing is, he now, well, intuitively I feel, Trump gave them the order. But that's why Mike Johnson was at Mar-a-Lago this past Monday. Okay, they were getting the marching orders from Trump. And there is a book that came out. I forget the title of it right now. I got it Tuesday. I got so many Trump's books, I have not been able to get to all of them. I just read certain chapters. But in that book, they explain the way Trump have used lies and everything else. We know he's a pathological liar. But the way Trump goes about getting his way. And that's what he's doing right now. And I don't think America is going to fall for it. But my friends, we're going to have to be tough. But the point I'm trying to make is you have somebody like Trump. You have his enablers in Congress and in the Senate. You have those organizations, okay? And they are communicating, they are planning, they are doing everything under the sun. And that include those wealthy guys as well, Elon Musk and company, who are doing everything under the sun to change our democracy. And let me tell you something. I read on Twitter this morning that J.D. Vance said he, basically he put Elon Musk above, or is a better, has more value than NATO, because he said he will do his level best to get us out of NATO or something like that if Europe try to shut down X, because we know why Europe would do something like that. But the point I'm trying to make is there is a very strong organization in the background in this country. And guys, I don't like, as you know, I don't do propaganda or, say things that that are not anchored in reality. That's why when I read, I give I tell people things that I had no way of knowing as I'm telling them what I am seeing. This is very dangerous. And in America, we tend to give everyone the benefit of the doubt. And we let them push, just like Trump is pushing our judicial system. This group of people, it feels like to me, Biden is going to be gone in January. If my prediction is correct, Kamala Harris will be president of this country. I feel she has the strength of character and the fact that she is a former prosecutor. She will be able to take those people on, and you can't play with them. These people do not walk away. You have to set examples on them. Trump is a done deal, but there are other people who, behind the scenes, who are hell-bent on destroying democracy. I don't have the patience that most Americans have, and it's possibly because of I see what people are doing. I don't have patience for, there are certain activities I don't play with. So and I don't know enough about the law on how to go about getting these people. But I feel Kamala Harris is gonna have to be use every tool at her disposal to either discourage these people, and she's gonna have to start with Elon Musk, but by revoking all the government contract that he has and basically put him in his place. Hopefully that will send a message to the other wealthy individuals in this country who right now are doing everything they can to impose their will on the rest of us. It's gonna take a lot of work, and I believe Kamala Harris has the strength to do it. We're gonna have to keep our fingers crossed, because what I am seeing, the circle is closed. It's not something, what I am seeing intuitively, that's the plans that they have to do away with our democracy. And let me tell you something, guys. These people will not be afraid to use violence, just like that guy Stephen from Heritage Foundation said on TV. If Democrats stay quiet, there won't be violence. He meant it. I didn't remember that statement, but as I'm getting violence, they will not stop. They will commit violence to have their way. So, and to really, I feel like saying our government is going to have to be ready for all those eventualities. The reason why I'm saying that is because they feel they have the judiciary, they have Congress, and they have some people and within the government, Trump people that are still there, that are reporting to them. And these people, although not all of them believe in the cause, but the money, just like Tim Pool and company, these people, they low lives, just like J.D. Vance. who thinks that he's not going to be VP because Trump is going to lose, and he thinks his life is going to be the same as it was before. JD Vance's life is going to be completely different when this is over, and there are going to be consequences for some of the stuff that he's done. He's been saying, he's been promoting the lies. Maybe Thiel and one of those people will give him a job, but he's not going to be happy. But to go back to what I was saying, these people I hope our government will not be afraid to act and take that organization down, because they are certain. That's why you see Trump behaving the way he's behaving. If he doesn't have his way right now, I don't know how many of you heard he's trying to create some kind of new crypto. It's just not a grift, okay? It's just money making. And like I told you the other day, and it's becoming more and more obvious to me, him and his family, it's not only him, it's him and his family. It's like another government. That's why he's demanding, he's not asking, he's demanding that Congress give him the same level of security as Biden. Now they are including Kamala Harris into it. It's because they just, the guys in Congress, they just don't want to get anybody's attention. The guy who wanted to who wanted to take a shot at Trump is not some liberal or, first of all, I don't think he's well upstairs. I know some people disagree with that, but I don't think he's well upstairs. The other thing is, from what I understand, he voted for Trump. Violence has no place, because violence is what's stirring up the place where I was born at. And some people in this country who want to start violence, they should look at Haiti, what's going on right now. And if they think it can happen here, good luck. It would be worse in this country. But I don't see that happening. They would be put down so quick it wouldn't be funny. But I hope the Kamala administration won't show any weaknesses. She's gonna have to carry out, or at least show to those people the same steely resolve that she had when she was Attorney General in California. Let them know that the American government will not put up with their shenanigans. Otherwise, we are in trouble even after the election is over. Because these people, after I read the way Cannon, the arrogance. She did this, it's because they feel, and they tell her too. She knows what they are doing, what's taking place behind the scenes. So they feel empowered, and that's why you see Trump behaving that way. And he's making plans for other things, other way of grifting. I hope Kamala doesn't have, the steely woman that I'm seeing, I hope she doesn't let anyone, because it feels like to me she understands what's going on. Her and Biden, they understand completely what's going on. Don't be afraid to act. I feel they will, that's my prediction, but let's keep our fingers crossed, because this menace is huge. That's my prediction. We have a monster lurking behind the scenes. We will find out everything about this organization in time. That's my prediction. The next thing is I wrote the name of two women. I meant to mention them yesterday, but I didn't. And I don't know how many of you watched O'Donnell last night, and he spoke about Amber Thurman, who was a 28-year-old young lady with a 6-year-old son who, because of this abortion thing, she died. And there was another one before her, I believe. The name is Kendi Miller. You know, she's from Georgia. That last name, she may not be related to my first girlfriend. When I first came here, her parents were from Georgia. That's the other thing that making that name stick in my mind. I'm going to have to find out if she's related to them. But the very first girlfriend, when I first came here, we were kids. Her last name was Miller. So that's what piqued my curiosity as well. But the point I'm trying to make is, this is another dangerous thing. I feel, I'm sure, once Kamala gets into office and the bill comes to her desk, she will sign it. But intuitively, I feel it's something they're going to have to do ASAP, because there are going to be consequences for those, the minorities, the black women, you know. It's really sad the way these people, you know, they were left. Well, the first one didn't even, or probably went to the hospital late, because at first she didn't even attempt to go to the doctors because she knew the restrictions that they have in Georgia. But the second one, basically, by the time the doctors at the hospital she was at in Georgia, by the time they decided to take care of her or help her, it was too late. The infection had spread beyond their capabilities to do anything to help her. There are going to be consequences for these two women. I'm not quite sure. It's either at the ballot box, but it's not. They're not going to. This is not going to be swept under the carpet. That's what they were hoping. But I don't feel it's going to be in vain. But I'm hoping more people. The anger, I feel that's to come. That's what I should say, over what happened to these two young women. One is 41, the other one is 28. It will have an impact on the election. And like I said, I think I mentioned that that stuff is going to come to oh no, it was something else I was talking about. It was, this is the first time I'm talking about this. But intuitively, I feel like saying it's going to have an impact on the election. But I just wanted to mention those two, because there's potential for more if something is not done, if the federal government does not codify women's health care. That's my prediction. The next reference is, well, I mentioned him before, Vance, who thinks that his lies, he's doing the right thing. He's very concerned, and his wife is really, really concerned about what he's doing. She is not sold. As we know, she's standing by her man for a number of reasons. But she is, from what I understand, she's a very smart woman. She's an attorney. Well, that's not really true, but let's give her the benefit of the doubt. The way I am getting her, she's terrified. And Vance, you know something? Some of his lies are not making sense anymore. And I feel that's why he came out and admit that he was lying. I don't know how effective when you say, you're lying. When you admit to lying, I don't know how effective any point you're trying to make is if you're telling lies. So why should anyone believe you? The people who believe in what he's saying already had their mind made up. It didn't matter whether they eating people's pets or not would not have made a difference. But that's going to have consequences. Right now, they're still doubling down and repeating it. That's the way Trump is. But I don't feel this is going to help them one bit. And Vance doubling down, repeating this thing, I know there is fear because his wife is not happy about it. And also, when you do these things, it takes a toll on your significant other as well. The way he flipped from not liking Trump to become a Trump sycophant and then going out and doing this. This is a lot of people, they don't understand. They think, oh, that's my wife. My wife knows who I am. Or that's my husband, Yeah, the person is taking note at how you are behaving, even if it has nothing to do with them. And when you least expect it, you do something to them. And for some reason, it reminds them of your behavior in a previous, or something that's completely unrelated to what's going on between you and that person. That stuff wrecks relationships and marriages. And that's how I feel. Intuitively, that's going to wreck Vance's marriage. She's scared. She doesn't like this. She knows potentially what can happen. And he's going to do something. And she's going to see, this guy did this. And she's going to say, and now he's doing this to me. Why should I trust him? And as we know, the minute a woman loses faith in a guy, you're done. Or she loses faith in anything, it's over. Watch what happens. I'm not saying it's going to happen tomorrow, but Vance's behavior, it shows in his private life as well, not as acute as we're seeing it on the national stage or campaigning. But that's what's going to, it's like he tells white lies at home. His wife tolerates it. Or anybody. Oh, so-and-so is telling white lies again. And then they go out. I'm just giving you an example. And they tell really big lies, just like he's doing. And he knows, everyone knows that's not true. So in his wife's mind, oh, that was Vance, But now she's paying attention. A lot of people, they're stupid. They don't understand those things. That, you have somebody in your life regardless. The person is paying attention to how you behave with other people, how you behave with them, and other little things that you do that can really get them aggravated. And then they think that, oh, yeah, that's my wife. Yeah. Watch what happens. She is not comfortable with this, and she's paying attention. That's what I'm getting, this relationship, and it's going to kill that relationship. But Vance is going to have other issues anyway. So let's see what happens. And, okay. Somebody asked me, there was a question I want to answer. Somebody asked me, do I see a revolt in Ohio against Trump in the election? I doubt it. Okay, yes, it has, some people will vote because they don't like what's going on, but I don't feel it's going to be enough. If I see a change, I'll let you guys know, but I don't think it's going to be enough to sway Ohio into the Kamala Harris column. If Trump was going to win by 10, he'll probably win by 5. Just an example, okay? But I don't see a major shift. I'm not seeing it yet. If it happens, I'll let you guys know. So, and someone else asked me, will J-Lo be involved in any way with P. Diddy. I think they may have dated. Oh yes, they did it a long time ago. But there is no way, my friends, J Lo is gonna have anything to do with P. Diddy. She won't even touch him with a 10-foot pole right now. I don't think women will anybody in their right mind will touch Diddy where he's at right now. And like yesterday, I wasn't surprised last night. I heard the judge won't even give him bail. I don't want to read, or I don't want to know anymore unless, I have no choice. People are talking about it. But intuitively, what I am getting from the tidbits that I'm getting, I don't even want to read what he did. But it's pretty disgusting. So I wasn't surprised. But like I said yesterday, he's going to prison. And I wasn't surprised that he didn't get bail. That's how bad this was. And I'm going to say this. I hope I'm wrong. If he's not careful, he may not survive in prison. I hope I'm wrong. And I'm not saying, it's what I'm saying is other inmates. That's a problem. Arlene Lowell is asking, does Trump and La Loomer have a relationship? Yes, they have a relationship, but it's mostly, to me, it's mostly emotional. Okay. But I don't feel, it can be, okay, I don't want to get into this. I'm not seeing there are certain activities. I don't see anything to the level that we are thinking. But yes, it's an emotional thing. They all conspiracy theorists. They believe in the same stupid things. And she knows how to manipulate him, and he likes that, and that's what I am getting. If it gets to another level, I'll let you guys know. It might have happened already, but I don't like to look into people's sex lives. No. People like myself, I'm sure some of you know, there are things that you see, you can't help it. Okay? But if I'm not going to look into these people, no. It's really disgusting. Guys, there was a time, I still don't, if I meet a woman the first time, I don't tell them that I do this. But having this gift can be a burden as well, because nothing is out of your reach. Okay, there was a woman I used to date. She said to me, she basically dumped me, and I sensed this was coming, and maybe about a week or two, I don't remember exactly because it's been a long time. I had a dream that she was involved with somebody. And the next morning, I woke up around 7. I woke up, and around 7 o'clock, I called her, and I heard her saying to the guy, "I'll see you later." The guy was living in her apartment. I just wanted to say hi, bye. Don't get me wrong; it was very hurtful. Okay, but I'm giving you an example of nothing. You either get it. I knew she was going to leave. It would take me too long to explain the whole thing, trust me. So there are certain things I try not to see them, if I can, okay? But nothing is out of the realm for you to see it. So I don't want to see Trump's activities, sorry. If I can help it, I don't want to see it. Shockwave 43 says Ohioans are having a hard time. Business, school tourism is taking a hit. Yeah, unfortunately. The person who's going to pay the price is Vance. So, in that sense, yeah. But give it another week, things will be start to be getting back to normal, I feel. Okay, but yes, a lot of people in Ohio, they're not very happy about this at all. Sandy Graham says, I see Usha. Oh, that's her name. JD's Vance, leaving JD within 6 months. I mean, I'm not going to argue because it's difficult to tell time, but he's going to have a lot of problems, and it's all because like I said, he has certain habits. It stems from trauma growing up. The way we know the history, his mom and stuff like that. I don't want to repeat these things. So these people take a long time for them to heal and learn. There are certain ways, there are certain things you don't do to others, or you don't carry, things you used to do when you were growing up into your relationship, but they don't know yet. He's about to learn that. And something, I'm glad. Let me see. Oh my God, time is flying. As I'm talking about, he needs counseling, by the way. I'm talking about Vance. He needs counseling. And as I'm talking about this, I don't know how many of you see the last commercial that Kamala released. I'm very concerned. I mean, she's going to be okay, and I hope she's still in counseling. That young lady, Hadley, or I don't know if I'm saying the name Hadley or Hadley Duval. I mean, she's amazing. I think, helping with working with Kamala Harris, contributing to hopefully her winning the presidency, and also contributing tremendously to women's health care and keeping that, I don't remember exactly which state she's from, but that black guy who was running for governor or something like that, I was very happy she was able to keep him out of, I told him he was not going to be governor. He didn't believe me, but anyway, she was very brave to stand up and do something. But what I am feeling when I see her, she's still very young, and I am concerned in the next, few years, because what she went through, oh my God, I did not know until I heard this morning. The first time her stepfather had relations with her, she was 5 years old. I was shocked this morning. I'm like, this guy must be really some sick puppy. Does anybody know what happened to him? I've not heard anything about him if he's in prison, because he should be. But the point I'm trying to make is, I hope she's still in counseling and stays in counseling, because, well, I can't explain why, but she may feel the healing is complete, but I don't think so. That's why I'm bringing this up. But she is an amazing young woman, and I'm sure she has a lot of great people around her as well. But I'm still concerned about her. Right now, she's doing a very good thing. She feels satisfied. She feels like she's contributing to something and helping other people. But there is a level of fragility there that concerns me. The person can appear very strong and determined, but there are moments. So I just hope she's still going, because this is not. Anyway, this is a tough situation. Maria Elena says, PDD's son also involved. They have, when those things are taking place, there may be one of them. I don't feel it's all of them. I don't know to what degree, but something like that happening in your house, well, I don't know. I heard some people say some of it takes place in the house, some of it takes place in hotel. I believe they were talking about that yesterday. His boys are old enough to understand what's going on. So I feel like saying, yeah, okay, whether they took part or not, but some of them have, at least one of them has his temper. But this is a very bad, very sick situation. Okay. Felicia Guntrap says, did he have anything to do with Kim Porter's death? I've never looked into that. I've heard that before. I don't feel like saying no. And let me tell you, I have to be careful here, okay? There can be a number of reasons why I don't feel like saying no. He may have contributed to what happened to her, okay? But the way I am getting Didi, and it's something that reminded me of something. I was in Manhattan. We went on a boat trip on the west side near the helipad. At the time, I don't remember if the helipad was there. That was at least 20 something years ago. Yeah, the helipad was there. But in that area, there was a party, and some people who were interacting with him, because one of them used to make perfumes, and at that time he had a line of perfume or something like that. And we were talking, and they were saying he was not a nice guy. So ever since, I've never had a good feeling about him. But after this has a whole new level of the way he doesn't see people as people. That's what concerns me here. Okay. This is pretty sick. So a lot of people around him, that's why I said he's going to take, just like Trump, he's going to take a lot of people down with him. Because, you don't do all those things by yourself. You got to have help. And some people, I'm sure some people probably try to intervene, but it's tough. All right. Okay, friends, I think time is flying and I'm looking for questions. I'm going to have to... Courtney Corbin says Vance needs serious help. I agree with you. After they lose the election, hell will break loose. Exactly. Thank you for posting that. That's exactly how I feel. It's this is not, right now, that's why they are so desperate. They are trying to do, well, Trump is using him too, because Trump is as sick as he is. Oh my God, let's hope these guys, they don't get to the White House. The last book, okay. The Lucky Loser. That's the book I just bought. The name it flashed in front of me for a second and I couldn't read it. It was too fast. So I had to take a second. I just got that book. Oh my God. It's amazing. I can't stay much longer, but I just had to say that. Thank you everyone for coming, for spending time with me. Thank you, chat managers, for your help. I appreciate it. If anyone would like a reading from me, the link to my website is below the video, psychicmedia.com. If somebody's asking me if Jay-Z ever take part in those things, no, I don't think so. I mean, they all were young, do stupid things, guys do, when you don't know better. But I don't see Jay-Z taking part in some of that stuff. I'm sure, he knew. They know. But I would be shocked if he's implicated. I don't believe that. I never, Shana Mac 39 says, Milu, will this lead to Jay-Z being investigated for Aliyah's death? I doubt it. And I think there's been investigation on that stuff. But anyway, if anyone would like a reading from me, the link to my website is below the video, psychicmedia.com, or feel free to call me or text me. We can negotiate a time that's good for both of us to talk. If you like the channel, please subscribe, and also don't forget to tap on the notification bell. Please give me a thumbs up. That would help me a lot. I will see you all tomorrow unless something major happens later. Sheila Crabtree is saying Fannie Willis. Fannie Willis should be fine. She is daring the state representatives in Georgia. She doesn't play. Thank you, everyone. See you tomorrow. Bye.